What's up, guys? I'm LAJ.
And this is Young. I didn't feel like doing my hair or shaving Peter.
I did too. I'm usually the one with the hair. I mean, with the cap.
We just switched today. But you know what? This is Legendary Sports and this is NBA this week. And you know what? We have just right off the bat, we had a trade. And what happened, Jesus?
Eric Bledsoe's finally happy. He doesn't have to go to the salon and be happy.
He doesn't want to be here anymore.
No more salons that are whacking in Phoenix.
But you know what's pretty funny though is that the fact that that whole tweet got him out of Phoenix. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, he was actually kind of doing some things in Phoenix.
No, he was.
I know. I mean, I only say kind of because he had, obviously his injuries, and he actually was with a good young squad. I know it sucks that they were losing, but best believe that one tweet got him out of Phoenix.
I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and finally everybody was done with it, and let's just move on from there. Like, Phoenix just said, hey, let's get the best.
And for what Phoenix got, I mean, Greg Monroe's obviously going to be bought out. He's going to end up going to a contender. They just want picks because they're going to be young. Yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised it's 2030 and they're still having a lineup that they're fucking 19-year-olds. And
trading, by then they should be trading, if they still have Devin Booker, they're going to be trading.
No. I'm talking about 19-year-olds in 2030. That's 11 or some odd years. No, 13 years. 13 years, yeah, excuse my math. That's why I only got so far in algebra, though. Anyways.
So Eric Bledsoe's now with the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I hope I pronounced it right. I'm probably going to edit that, but Antetokounmpo is balling out of control.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Balling out of control.
Of course. I'm already saying it right now. He's going to potentially be right there at the end of one of these MVP candidates.
He's leading the points per game at 31.5 points per game right now.
Whoa.
Today.
30 points per game?
31.
31?
Yeah. 31 points per game.
So that's not only, you're not only going to get your points, but man, like you're taking charge. Again, we said this in previous videos. He's taking what Kobe told him seriously.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw some shade at him. He got the Yeezys. He got a van load of like Adidas stuff, and he ends up going to Nike. That's kind of fucked up.
Team petty.
That's kind of fucked up. But now Eric Bledsoe and Giannis. Oh man, that's like just the one game where the first game where they both played. The alley-oop that he just threw back and Giannis slammed it down.
Man, he looked like he caught that from half court and still dunked it.
That same game, he had a steal, and I mentioned it again in the previous video. Three dribbles, and he's at the rim from the other side of the court. 3 dribbles. I don't know if you could count the steal because the ball hit his hand and it bounced. I don't know if that counts as a dribble, but hit, dribble, slam. What the f***? Like, it was incredible. So Giannis is going to be probably the MVP winner this year. I would put my money.
If that happens, best believe, then I swear Kobe's just going to be that motivational speaker for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, he's going to be opening up the door to like everybody wanting to pay him $1 million to challenge him.
Like, please, Kobe, please, what's my chance?
30 points a day, please. Give me 30 points a day. Tell me.
But you know what? On top of just Giannis and the awesome start that he's having, let's not forget that cat that's in New York right now with the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah. No, you can pronounce it. His name is not that hard.
I mean, Porzingis?
Nah, it's Porzingis. But yeah, definitely balling out of control. Another one. And if it wasn't for Giannis, he'd be the leader right now.
30 points per game?
Yeah, 30 points per game. And he's 21, 22. He's young. He's young with a bright future. Incredible stats, and the team that he has around him, it's like, what the f***? I think if Giannis falls back a little bit and Kristaps remain consistent with 30 points per game with the team that he has, and also they make the playoffs at a 5 seed.
Yeah, you're talking about the Knicks making the playoffs?
The Knicks making the playoffs after...
I know it's a weak East, but still, the Knicks making the playoffs?
Yeah, people are standing out. In the East, people are standing out that all those main like headliners are gone in the West. You start seeing all these other players stand out, and it's, enlightening to see the next generation. Orlando is in the running for the playoffs, and they're actually performing and beating good teams.
Yeah, and they kind of like making our predictions garbage at this point.
Yes.
Because we didn't even pick Orlando. Hell, we didn't even pick Detroit.
Yeah.
And Detroit's right there is a surprise team right there. Mm-hmm. If they make it to the end, best believe I will become a Detroit Pistons fan. I'm joking, but you know what? I'll be right there rooting for them because I like seeing these underdog teams like just fight through. Best believe if Milwaukee turns out to be the team that we kind of thought they could be even before Bledsoe came in, dark horse to the finals.
Yeah, and that's without Jabari right now. If Jabari can remain healthy and contribute to the team full time throughout the rest of the year, then yeah, definitely the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be
Sky's the limit.
yeah, they're going to be contending and they're going to be out there to try to dethrone some of these big name teams. And speaking of dethroning, LeBron James, the king of the I wouldn't say the NBA, but the East.
He's the king of the East.
He's balling. He's balling. He's doing his thing. The sad thing is the team isn't backing him up. They're not contributing. He's fourth in points per game with 29.3.
Yeah, and see, just to piggyback off that, you're at 29.3 points per game. So he's up the scoring average from last year. If he keeps up this pace, then his usage rate is being up even more. And now you're just burning out. This is what he wanted. This is not what he wanted when he went for that, when he started with his big three. Because obviously he's the one who started this. This isn't what he wanted. He did not want to be the main guy. He wanted to make sure everything was spread out. But now he's realizing that, you know what, the team around him, for whatever reason, whether it's coaching, whether it's the system, whether it's the play, I don't know. Like, honestly, like, I had Cleveland right up there, and now they're like in, what, 9th, 10th place?
No, they're in 13th place. And
13th place. Man, I'm getting my math wrong today.
They're all bad. Like, it's like super bad. And they've been losing to teams like Brooklyn, the Pelicans, the Knicks, Atlanta, Indy. These are the teams that you're supposed to beat.
And beat down.
Yeah, and they're like getting beat out. I mean, it's understandable they're going to lose to Houston given the fact that they're struggling. But damn, you're struggling that bad. I get that Derrick Rose is in and out of the injuries. I get Tristan is out.
That was to be expected. Yeah. You know, but you got him on a minimum contract.
You got Jay Crowder, you got Kevin Love, you got Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, you got Dwayne Wade. You got everybody still able to contribute, but they're not. And it's sad that LeBron is burning himself out trying to remain in the game, like to keep the team in the win, like ability to win the game.
I know it's a pretty. I know obviously I get it. I know I'm gonna get some shit for this, but it's obviously that comparison when Kobe had to take care of a trash squad with Smush Parker, and
Radmanovic.
Oh my God! Like he got them into the playoffs, but best believe they were easily just taken out. And maybe I'm seeing this now. And again, I'm not gonna do this whole comparison.
Hey, not that comparison, but the comparison with the team. I mean, Kobe had pure trash, straight trash. LeBron has all-stars and superstar potential players. Kevin Love, J.R. Smith is
he's a microwave. Like when he wants to throw out those points, and when the shot just throws on, that guy can go off for like 30
easily.
But then he can go cold and go for
But you have Jay Crowder. You have all these good pieces around you, and you're struggling to beat trash teams. I mean, it's gonna be a tough. Once they get their shit together, then they'll figure it out and find a way to win and get back into that win column and all that stuff. The domination. But as of right now, to struggle this bad is like, oh, it's bad. To make comparison, the Warriors, they added a couple of key pieces. They were struggling in the beginning as well, but they figured it out. And it's much harder for them to figure out, especially in the West. But they managed to find a way, and they don't even have Kevin Durant in the squad.
Could have at one point, but
yeah,
the trade didn't go down. Yeah. But still, Golden State, obviously it was expected, you know, but Cleveland, we're talking about surprises with Detroit and Orlando. This was a big, big surprise. Yeah. And obviously, it's still early, you know, it's very short.
So the other team that's up is OKC. And they were on a 4-game losing streak before they won last night against the Clippers. But, you know, that's a team that's surprising that they're losing so bad. And they're losing to Boston. Obviously, it's understandable. But to lose to Portland, Sacramento, and Denver, I know one of those games, Carmelo was ejected because of a simple
questionable.
Yeah, and then you got Westbrook who got a flagrant for I don't know something stupid. So I don't know. Maybe the league's being a little too harsh on Oklahoma, but that still doesn't give them reason to lose to Portland.
I mean, Portland is a playoff team. Right now, OKC is still trying to accommodate these 3 All-Stars.
Sacramento.
As opposed to and as opposed to with their bench as well, since I honestly cannot tell you, besides maybe Raven Felton, who played for LA, and Sabonis, I can't really name you anyone off their bench.
Yeah, neither can.
So obviously someone on the trade deadline, or maybe when someone gets bought out, is probably gonna go to OKC, especially,
Question: Do you trade? Let's say the team is below or at 500. Do you trade Paul George or Carmelo?
Paul George, yes.
And you keep Carmelo?
I keep Carmelo because who in the league's gonna want that?
That's true. Oh, that's true.
Think about that.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, who's even gonna take a chance for Paul George? It most likely will be a team that, I don't know, maybe Milwaukee. That'd be something. I don't know. Maybe you heard it here. I have no clue, but if that's obviously worst case scenario. But obviously OKC's gonna want something back. A lot of teams are gonna want Paul George, but then again, we keep hearing Paul George is gonna end up in LA. So
Paul George and everybody's pretty much ending up in LA.
Anyways.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, it's a nightmare right now in OKC, and it's kind of sad. We wanted to see them win. We wanted to see them compete. We wanted to.
But yeah, I still think it's still too early. I feel like they're gonna get their shit together. I mean, they beat the Clippers yesterday after the Clips came back from 20 down, and they beat them by, I believe it was 9, if I'm not mistaken. And so it sucks for LA right now. They started off hot, but this is what happens when you lose a superstar point guard like Chris Paul. Now you gotta start figuring out how to win games. And you know what? It all starts with a system. That's all really what it is. Speaking about systems, though, talking about Boston. We were here already, like, ready to throw and dirt on their grave, and now won 11 in a row.
Yeah, we dropped them all the way to the 5th. We said they weren't gonna make the playoffs. Like a lot of bad teams.
So it's like, damn. I know. In the comments, we're gonna be like, well, "What about Boston?" You said, I know. We said all that shit, and it happens. And now they don't regret anything. Of course, you don't regret anything. He doesn't say it, but 11 wins in a row, and they didn't have Kyrie in the last game. I mean, like I said, I call him Tito Horford for his dad, but best believe the guy has proven what we said we expected out of him. Scoring more in these games, and now obviously Kyrie's gonna get his points, but now these other guys, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum,
Marcus Smart,
and not much about Smart, but I'm just saying those two guys. And even Baines.
But oh yeah,
Baines I feel he's like that old school guy that
body you
just
up,
get you bodied up, get you your rebounds, maybe get you some blocks, but it's not really there to get you points. I mean, that's what these guys are for. But you know what? 11 in a row. A lot of respect to Boston right now.
Boston. Well, I'm LAJ.
He said it.
Yeah, I said it.
So I know. And yet I gotta be the impartial one. I'm LAJ. No, I'm young Peter.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.